time to reveal our car of the year. Actually, forget that, because what we have here is more like the most important car of the last 20 years. It is, of course, the Tesla Model S. So what makes this such a defining vehicle? Well, let's break it down into 7 points, starting with the fact that the Model S is not the product of some traditional car company, but rather a small startup run by a technology billionaire. His name, of course, is Elon Musk, and as well as building cars, he's got a nice little sideline in spaceships. As I said, not your average car company. That brings us to point number 2. The Model S is electric. But there are loads of electric cars, I hear you say. Well, yes there are, but the Tesla is the only one that is capable of doing up to 300 miles on a full charge, and thus also the only one that is a viable replacement to the conventional car. So how has Tesla managed what Nissan, BMW and the others haven't? Well, it's come at the problem from a different angle, so rather than building a small car with small batteries, it's built a car big enough to house massive batteries.
I'm going back to my roots.
In fact, the 85 kilowatt hour battery you get in this Model S is about 3 times as powerful as the one you get in the Nissan Leaf, and so that's why it'll go 3 times as far. By placing that battery under the floor, Tesla has created amazing interior space, with plenty of room for 5 adults and even an optional pair of rear-facing jump seats that can turn it into a 7-seater. Talking of the interior, check out point number 3, this control panel. Now, this 17-inch screen might look a bit daunting at first, but it's actually simplicity itself to use, whether you want to change the temperature inside the car, check the battery charge, surf the web, or use the sat-nav. It's really, really cool, and you can imagine BMW and Audi executives seeing this for the first time and weeping in dismay at why they didn't think of it first. Point number 4 is the way the Tesla drives. Of course, those batteries make it heavy, but it's also very stiff, which give it both excellent crash protection and ride and handling that, while not class leading, are still very good indeed. What define the Model S, however, are the ease and eagerness of acceleration. This P85 performance model has more than 400 brake horsepower and 440 pound-foot of torque, and that means that instant acceleration is just a flex of the ankle away. Really is extremely fast. To give you an idea of how fast this thing is, it will leave an Aston Martin for dust, while the instant power delivery of the electric motor means that you have to recalibrate what you thought possible when it comes to overtaking. Point 5 is that you genuinely can use the Tesla for long journeys. To prove that, we've driven all the way from the southeast of England to the southwest. Point number 6, charging. Electric cars do take longer to charge than it would to refill your tank with petrol, and the Tesla doesn't change that. With one of its home chargers, you're looking at about 7 hours for a charge, although that will cost less than a £5. Better still are Tesla's superchargers like the one we're using. These take just 20 minutes to give a 50% boost. The superchargers are completely free to use, and there are now enough in Europe that you could go from here in Exeter all the way to Austria without spending a penny on fuel, and that goes some way to offsetting the Model S's price, which starts from £55,000. Half an hour later and car and driver are refueled. Time then for point number 7. This is just the start. Superchargers are popping up more and more, and Tesla already has 2 more models planned set to take advantage of them. So there you have it, 7 reasons why the Tesla Model S is a game changer. No, it's not perfect, but boy is it compelling. It's our car of the year, and the closest we've yet come to the car of the future too.